All right, what we got here is the Roku Indoor Camera, which is basically just a security camera from Roku. Roku has several different IoT devices. Upstairs, I have a fan plugged into a Wi-Fi IoT plug. So they have indoor cameras. They have several different items in their shop right now. So it's more than just the Roku player. They have indoor and outdoor cameras. So if you need something outdoor, they have several different. All you have to do is go over to their page and then go to visit the Roku store and see all the cool stuff that they have, from players to smart home to audio and a lot more. So they have a whole bunch of IoT stuff. You can check that out. But of course, we have right here the Roku new indoor camera, which is what we're looking at right now. First of all, I do have to mention that Roku did send me this product to review. All opinions are my own. I have a page that talks about all my review policies. And of course, if you want to contact me to get a product in shop, we can do that. So, all right, let's check this out. So here we go. Indoor camera, night vision, 1080p. Inside the box, we have indoor camera, power adapter, USB charging cable, and mounting kit. And of course, you can easily monitor it through your home on the app, which is available for iOS and Android. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed and take a look. There we go. First of all, we got a quick start guide that comes out of this. Let's go with the overhead cam here. We've got the camera itself. Insert. There's the camera. And then another piece of cardboard underneath. Come on, there you go. Pop that open right there. This will most likely be all the screws and mounting stuff. There's some screws and anchors. And then we have the USB-A plug. And this is 5 volts, 1 amp. And then of course we have, it would be a pretty long cable right there. And of course it's USB-C to A, but this is probably not that much. It's just probably doing power. And there's the mounting bracket for putting on a wall or a ceiling or whatever. So let's move that out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. You got the installation guide. And of course it is app based, so you'll want to download the app. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we'll go ahead and pop this open and out. And take off the film. Interesting how this one is set up as opposed to like a Wise. But on the bottom here, there's the mounting screws if you just want to put it on a wall. On the back here, that's where you plug in the USB cable. Notice how it's inset. So that's very important, because if you don't find a cable that fits in here, then you have to use this cable, of course. And most likely you'll use this cable. Down on the bottom, we have a reset button. You can see that right there. There's the camera head itself. I don't see any place to put any type of TF card, so I'm guessing there's no TF. Thought there was a TF on here, but I guess it is straight up. It has to be storage outside. Let's go ahead and plug this in. And we got a little blue light, a little blinky blue light. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute and kind of turn itself on. I'm assuming back here, that's not a vent, that's actually probably a speaker. And I'm guessing, yeah, there's a little dot down on the bottom here, which most likely means that is the microphone. It's not the Roku app, it's the Smart Home app. That's this thing right here. So 2 separate apps for this. Okay, we got a blinking blue light. This is still loading up. This looks frozen. I'm going to try this again. I finally got it to work, and the problem was that the Roku app was stuck. So I ended up deleting the app and then reinstalling it. I haven't been on that app for about 6 months, so kind of makes sense there. So anyway, I reinstalled the app and everything came back in. I added the Roku camera, not a problem. You push the button, it detects it. You put in your Wi-Fi network information and it connects up, but it does a lot more than that. I'm going to show you that right now. We're going to start with the phone. So here it is. We've got our app. As you can see, I've got my smart plug right there. That's for my bedroom fan. And then of course the camera right there for this camera right here. So go ahead and press that. It thinks for a second. Now keep in mind, when you put it on, you got to put it on a 2.4 gigahertz wireless network, which means that if you've got a Wi-Fi 6 network, you might want to set up a guest Wi-Fi at 2.4 gigahertz. So some of these cameras will run properly. And that's what I had to do here because it kept tripping up on my Wi-Fi 6 connection. So we're on a guest Wi-Fi 2.4. And of course, it's working right now. There's no problems. You see the camera, it's right there. There is me. But what's really cool about this is the other things that it can do. And let me show you that right now. We had it on the app right here, but check it out. We're going to go over to my TV, my Roku TV, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go up and I'm going to go up and I'm going to go up and I'm going to go up. And there we go. We got Roku cameras right here. And then inside the Roku cameras, look at that. There is my camera right here. So let me just position that so you can see me a little bit better. So now I can go into my TV and see what's going on my home network, which is really cool. And it does detect it. If I delete the camera from here, then it deletes it from there. I don't do any additions from this, but what I can do is if I have the cloud storage, I can go in and I can look at all my events, which you can see. And actually, this is events from a few days ago. So it's seeing some of the events. But if I have the cloud storage subscription, I can do a lot more. I can get the notifications. We got the live camera views. We got the notifications where we can say, hey, if you see a pet, let us know. We got autoplay events and, of course, the subscription right there. But the other thing is if you go over here to the app, then we're going to see that we can come in and we can create rules. With these rules, we can do shortcuts. We can schedule when this is on, when this is off. We can do a device trigger. So if something comes by, like maybe you got it pointed towards the backyard. This is an indoor camera, by the way, so you got to keep it indoors. But maybe somebody goes into the garage or anything like that, then it will trigger and then tell you about it. And then, of course, a location trigger. So it means that when it sees you when you get home, it'll do stuff like turn on the lights, turn on your TV or anything like that. So you can totally automate the fact of what happens to you when the camera sees you, or what it'll do if it doesn't recognize you, and creating an organization that you can see and you can react to. That's the Roku indoor camera right there. It's a pretty sweet little camera, easy to position. As you can see, it's got the one pull position to it. There are other versions of Roku cameras that you can get, from indoor cameras to outdoor cameras and a lot more. They have a whole group of them, and you can check that out on the Roku store. Plus, they have other IoT items that you can connect and work with. Of course, it will work with your other devices and your Roku. So you could be watching a movie and all of a sudden somebody could be at your door and the camera trips. All you have to do is go inside of your Roku and go to the cameras app. You can see who's at the door, which is really nice. Or you can do it on your phone, which is even nice as well. So anyway, that's the Roku indoor camera. It is relatively inexpensive. It is wireless. The only key is that you have to have a 2.4 gigahertz wireless. And if you've got Wi-Fi 6, you might want to turn on your guest Wi-Fi at 2.4 so this camera will recognize the network. But what do you think? Do you own this camera? Do you own other home security systems? Let me know in the comments below. You can also like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification over at youtube.com/Geekazine. That's it from me for today. Thanks a lot for watching. And until next time, you guys geek out and stay secure with Roku.